Hey everyone, Ryan Hauser here, and in this video we're going to talk about mind programming. Now, out of all of these videos that you're seeing on my channel, this is probably one of the most important because with mind programming, you can completely change your look, your outlook on life, and not only that, your life, who you attract around you, and just your general mood. Okay, now, what do I mean by mind program? It could be a lot of different ways. For example, a lot of people will meditate to help them get their mind going. Okay, a lot of people will go get hypnosis, etc. But what I'm meaning by mind programming is really understanding that everything that is around you and that comes into you and that you hear is programming your subconscious mind. Okay, your subconscious mind is the most powerful part of your being. Okay, and guess what? It does not know from right or wrong. So whatever you feed it is what it hangs on to. Okay, it's kind of, think about it as like a 5-year-old child. No matter what you tell that 5-year-old child, they're going to believe it. They don't know the difference between right and wrong. That's your subconscious mind. So think about this. Now, when you're surrounded by a bunch of people that, you're always hanging out with drama and people that they're always whining about they can't pay for their car payment, or they're in marital problems or financial problems and stuff. Well, that's programming your subconscious mind. And that's generally going to change over time your mood. Now, this stuff doesn't happen overnight. And that's the real killer about it. It works like compounding, okay? So, it just keeps feeding you and feeding you and feeding you. And then you find out like 3, 4, 5 months later, you're just freaking miserable. Well, what it is, it's the people around you that you're associating yourself with. It's the way that you're talking. Instead of saying, like, for example, somebody says, hey, oh, it would be nice to own that Corvette. And you say, oh, yeah, I can't afford a Corvette. You're programming your subconscious mind that you can't afford a Corvette. And just by changing your wording to saying, oh yeah, I would love a Corvette, how could I get a Corvette? How would I be able to attain a Corvette? Opens up the doors and allows your mind to find out ways that you can, for example, get that Corvette. Now, of course, that was just one little scenario, and it works with every single aspect of your life. Okay, if you're one that likes to listen to music when you go to bed, you need to understand something. The music that you're listening to is also programming your subconscious mind. See, here's your awakened state, okay? And here's deep sleep. And here's hypnosis. You have to pass through hypnosis to go to sleep. Now, when you're in that hypnosis state, okay, you are 200 times more susceptible to information. Meaning that if you're, for example, trying to lose weight and you're in hypnosis and you're basically being hypnotized, and somebody is saying, hey, you're enjoying more and more eating healthy, and you're working out more, and you're starting to enjoy working out, and you want to become more healthy and more fit, etc. It would be like me saying that 200 times. If I say that once during hypnosis, it's like me saying it 200 times when you're not in hypnosis. Okay? And so when you're listening to something when you're going to bed, you got to understand you're passing through hypnosis. When you wake up in the middle of the night, you're passing right through it again, and you keep going in and out of it. So instead of listening to some rock or some other type of hip hop music that doesn't really have the best lyrics to it, instead go onto YouTube and just literally type in sleep CD. Say you want to lose weight, sleep music, losing weight, and you'll find a lot of tracks on there that are 6, 7, 8 hours long. And just play one of them as you go to bed. Now, guys, this does not change your life overnight. But if you do this consistently for a couple months, you're just going to, one day, you're going to be like, why is it so much easier for me to eat healthy? Why is it so much easier for me to work out? And you're like, oh, that's why. Because that's what I'm doing. Okay? And the more that you get programming, the compound effect happens, and it just gets easier and easier to become, because it basically becomes a habit. Okay? Now, it doesn't solve all your problems right out of the way. It's not 100%. It's 75% of the effort. You still need to make that effort, meaning you can't just go put on this sleep CD at night and then all of a sudden wake up and start eating chocolate bars and drinking sodas and just expect yourself to lose weight. Okay, you have to put in some effort as well. But the power of your mind is 75% of that effort. And if you just really analyze who you hang around, the information that comes into your head, into your mind, and understand the fact that it is literally programming your subconscious mind. And if you alter what comes in and make sure that it's all positive stuff, it's all educational, it's stuff that's going to better you as a human, your whole life is going to be a lot more easier to live with. And you're going to have what you're going to do is you're going to have certain people that are around you that are going to gravitate to you, and they're going to step up with you. But you're going to have a lot of people that you're going to notice they don't want that because it takes effort. And you're going to find out that you're just going to attract a whole new a group of people. Okay, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. There's not a truer statement out there. I mean, it's literally what it is. If you were to take your income of, say, the 10 people that you hang around the most, average it out, and that's where your income is. The reason for that is it's not because you all work at the same job. It's because that is how you're programming your subconscious mind, and so that is what you're going to get out of yourself. Okay, so the power of the mind is probably the best advice that I can give to somebody. It's the reason that billionaires have their morning routine, which you'll see that I have a video on billionaire morning routines. But the reason that they get up at 4 a.m. every morning and do the exact same thing every day for the first hour and a half to 2 hours is because they know how important it is to be programming their mind and be starting their day off at the right mindset. Okay, and so they want to be in control of their life. So they're not rolling over and checking their cell phone and going through their emails when they wake up, because they're not letting the world dictate where their day's going to go. They are doing that. There's a reason Steve Jobs wore the same damn clothes all the time, always a black shirt and his jeans. Why? Because he didn't want to use a critical decision-making skill on what to wear. And then, of course, throughout the day, didn't want to have to worry about whether people liked his outfit or people didn't like his outfit. All right, sorry guys, battery actually died in the camera. I'll try to get off. Anyways, with Steve Jobs, that was one less decision that he had to make throughout the day. Now, your brain is actually in the sharpest mode. I believe it's an hour and a half, or pardon me, it's 2 hours, the 2 hours after an hour and a half from when you wake up. Okay, so it's also why, the billionaires, they start their morning off, they may do a workout, they may eat a healthy breakfast, etc., and they get all geared up so that an hour and a half after they wake up, that next 2 hours, they're in control of what they're doing. They're getting their one thing, done that is the most important thing right out of the day. And most of them may check their emails, say at 12 or at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And that way, they are in control of what they accomplish and what they get done. Speaking of the one thing, there's Keller Williams, there's a book called The One Thing. And if you haven't read that book, definitely watch that book. It's a little off topic here, but it definitely will help you understand why they do that and why the millionaires and the billionaires have their morning routines. Okay, now I don't want to get too off on that one because we do have another video discussing that. All you can do is look in the YouTube channel for that. Okay, but mind programming is extremely huge. If you want more training on that, all you got to do is click the subscribe button. Make sure you click the notification bell and click all so that you get more of these free training videos that I'm going to be producing for you. Also, if you want more training, you want to be able to supplement your income, and you want to be able to work from online or anywhere in the world as long as you have internet access, you can click the link in the description, head over to one of my sites where I'll just have the latest training I'm giving you away for free to help you generate some online income so that you can be a little bit more in control of your financial future. All right, I appreciate you on these videos. Make sure you like and comment on this video, and make sure that you subscribe, and we'll see you in another video.